is up, my ninjas? And tonight's video, that's right, tonight, I wanted to talk about something different, and that is my paranormal experiences. Now, if you don't believe in ghosts, that's fine. Just don't try and tell me I'm wrong or it's my imagination. Just know that if there is one thing I would like you to understand, that if there is no logical or scientific explanation behind something you witness, don't try to make sense of it. Just try to accept it for what it is. Because if you don't, you're going to rack your brain so hard, there's a chance you might sound just as insane as someone with stories like mine. Now, to get to my first story, this happened to me when I was about 7 or 8. It was summertime, and it was somewhere between 3 or 5 in the afternoon. And I don't know if TVs do this nowadays, since I don't really watch TV anymore, but every single time that the show would cut to commercial break, the TV would go blank for a few seconds as if turning off, and then the commercials would show up. Well, as I was watching cartoons, of course, it was going to cut to commercials. The screen went blank, and I saw a silhouette behind me doing jumping jacks from the reflection of the television. And I'm not going to lie, of course it freaked me out, but at first I thought it was my older brother messing around with me, trying to scare me. So as I turned around to tell my brother to stop, and it wasn't funny, and I wasn't going to be scared, nobody was there. So I jumped over the couch to be behind it, so I could potentially catch my brother hiding from me, and yet no one was there. So I turned towards the TV to see if he would be there, and he wasn't. Now, as I looked towards the TV to see if my brother was there, the TV shut off on its own. And that's when I completely freaked out, and I went running to my parents' room, screaming and crying, of course in fear. Now, my parents ended up telling me that it was my guardian angel letting me know it was protecting me, and that it was there, letting it know it was there. But it's kind of hard to understand that as a child, especially when it scared me half to death. But the whole time I thought that it was my brother. I thought that my brother could have just gone outside, and yeah, it's understandable. A lot of people could lie and whatnot. But to this day, even when I ask them, hey, You had to be the one that scared me, right? He still says he wasn't at the house. And what would be the point of carrying on a lie that happened years ago? So, yeah, my brother came back home around 8 or 9 that night, and my parents asked him, "Hey, did you scare your little brother?" And they asked him in front of me, and he looked at them confused because he didn't even know what was going on. And he said, "What are you guys talking about?" And I told him what I saw, and he looked completely freaked out, and he told me he wasn't here at all, that he was with his friend all day. And I completely 100% do believe him to this day, even if sometimes I do ask him if he was the one that scared me. And the only reason I still believe him is because he would spend hours skateboarding when he was younger. So that's one of those things where I ended up seeing some sort of ghost or some sort of shadow person through the reflection of a TV. And of course, after that experience, I've had many more experiences. Well, hope you guys enjoyed my story, and if you did, please leave a like. And if you would like to hear more of my experiences, or even if you yourself have any experiences and you would like to share them, let me know in the comments below. This is Vex signing out, and stay frosty, guys.